Hello and thank you for stopping by. My name is Becky and this is Bex Reads, and I forgot to do an intro for this vlog. It is actually the last day of my vacation here in Egypt. I am just sitting in my room fixing to leave. I got the city of Cairo back here and I just wanted to pop in and do an intro for this. So this isn't so much a reading vlog as it is a vacation vlog. I got very little reading done on this trip, but I did manage to read 2 books that were set in Egypt before and while I was in Egypt. I had such an amazing time. If you have ever been curious about a Trovatrip or a group trip like this, I highly recommend it. I couldn't have asked for a better first group experience than this trip that Gavin hosted to Egypt. It was truly an adventure of a lifetime. The experiences were phenomenal. The group of people were amazing, and it'll be something that I remember for the rest of my life. So enjoy this vlog, and I will see you when I get home to end out this vlog. Made it to Doha. Look at this pretty little garden. Our flight's delayed, so we're chilling. This is such a cute little airport. I love it. This Doha airport is fancy. I made it to Egypt. Where's the light switch? There we go. Bathroom situation. Me and my roommate apparently are going to be sleeping super close to one another. Mini bar. This is just our hotel for the next 2 days. There's my view. Ah, so exciting. Can't believe I'm in Egypt. I'm about to try stuffed pigeon.
Like in the cities?
Yeah. So it was like seafood boil, like the hearts, and it would just be like people just like, this is what I cooked to watch me eat. And I would just be like, I'm like, why? I'm like, I don't eat fish, but this looks just so interesting. Just like
doing a low country boil is fantastic.
Yeah, but it was like when they would make the crabs, and they would specifically do it, so it was completely like you could still see the eyes and the antenna.
Day 1 officially, and we are about to go out and start our excursions of seeing the pyramids and all that jazz. So we just got finished eating breakfast and now we're gonna go wait to be picked up. But let's check out the fit for today. Outfit of the day, OOTD. Let's go. I'm just speechless.
Yes, this way, please. Oh, the last one is too small because he was planning to cover it with granite. That's why, but still, he passed away before completing this pyramid.
We're about to go ride some camels.
Yes, yeah.
Should be exciting. We're gonna ride one of ye bad boys or girls. Not sure what. Okay, well, the camel riding was fun, but I did not take any footage. But he put me in charge of steering my 2 camels, which is crazy, but I made it. And look at these pyramids in the background. Amazing.
We have few holy symbols you must include in any mummy. These symbols used during the lifetime of the king as well as after his death. Like what? Number 1, what we call key of life, called Ankh. Well done. Repeat after me, Ankh.
Ankh.
Again, Ankh.
Ankh.
Ankh, like a stick, was oval, like a circle, and a cross.
Yep.
Mummy, they are holding Ankh. So the key of life. This is one of the holiest symbol we have. Second holiest symbol, a scarab.
Scarab.
Why a scarab? Because when the sun rises, the scarab comes up from the sand. It seems like the scarab calling Ra, the sun god Ra, calling Ra to rise. And back to the sand when the sun sets. So the scarab controlling your life. That's why in our images, in our jewelry, in our stuff, scarab means eternity, good life, happy life. The one who guaranteed you're gonna have the best life ever. So key of life, scarab. Khibr. The third one, Eye of Horus. The symbol of Eye of Horus. A big fight between Horus and his bad uncle Set. Because he killed his dad long time ago, he missed one of the eyes. So the other eyes managed to kill his bad uncle. That's why eyes are the symbol of protection. Again, Eye of Horus, scarab, and the eye. Make sense?
Yes.
Also, the symbols we have, a flower called lotus flower.
Lotus.
Symbol of love. That's a lot the day after tomorrow if you're gonna join for feeling. Because goddess Isis, lotus. Okay? A symbol of resurrection. This kind of flowers has no roots. Open when the sun rises, close when the sun sets.
I can't believe I'm seeing the Sphinx. You don't know how much I've wanted to see this. Am I crying? Yes, I am.
My younger self is happy.
You made it! Morning. Had a harder time waking up today, but I am ready. We are off to see the step pyramids of Saqqara. I think we're also going to Memphis today. And then we're gonna end our day by spending the night on a sleeper train to Aswan. So I don't know how much filming I'll do today because I got tired of filming by the end of the day. Yesterday, I meant to give you an update yesterday of how the day went. I don't even know if I'll get that done, but we'll see how the day goes. Let's check out the outfit for the day, shall we? Okay, this is today's outfit. A little pink skirt with my blue tennis shoes. What a match. And then this little top. Got off Amazon. Yep. Let's go adventure for today. Oh my god. I can't see shit.
Becky, are you okay?
I'm going slowly.
Yo sé. Yo también.
We're crawling through a tomb. And if my camera was front facing, I would get a great shot of Gavin's butt right now.
Oh, did you get my butt?
No, I got my face. I was facing me, not you.
I mean, if you got my butt, I wouldn't mind.
Now I'll get your face. The Open Air Museum of Memphis, and if you look around it looks like just a bunch of rocks that have been placed out here, but if you get closer to them, they all have hieroglyphics on them. So it's just, it's so crazy that this is what people made back in the day. I guess when you don't have social media and TVs to occupy your time and you get paid, this is what you create.
This is papyrus plant, papyrus. That plant it just grows around the banks of the river Nile. Why? Because it needs a lot of water and a high temperature to grow. It's a holy plant, important. Why? Look at the flower. It looks like the rays of the sun. And it's symbol of Amun-Ra, god of the sun. Second, the stem of the plant, it looks like a triangle shape. What in Egypt looks like a triangle?
Pyramid.
The pyramids, and it's symbol of eternity, long life. By the way, this is the only plant all over the world that has triangle shape. In ancient time, they used only the stem. If they like to make a big size, we cut the stem from here. Smaller ones, we cut the stem from down. The plant itself is supposed to be 3 or 4 meters high. So all that is one sheet. We suppose we are making a little size like this. We have two parts, the green and the inner white one. In ancient time, they using the green for making hats, mats, baskets, sandals from this green cover. Why? The green ones, it's very flexible and also it's very strong. Sir, can you cut? Try to pull. Come on, show me your muscles.
I don't have them.
That's why in ancient time they're using only for weaving like that. Do you hear about the story about our prophet Moses? When he was a baby and his mother made the basket. The basket is made out of this, the green one. We just use the inner part for making paper. So we cut it in fine slices like that. These slices have a lot of water, so easy to break. I can't make paper, it will be very weak. We have to get the water out using the hammer. And also with the rolling pin. See? But now many Egyptian women using that for hitting the husband. Where is your lucky man? He's not here.
I hit him already.
He did.
It's an international system, not only the Egyptian. Now it's more flexible and also more stronger than that part. It's available now to make paper out of this one now. But this slice, it still contains a little amount of sugar. So we have to soak it in fresh water for 6 days. Every day we have to change the water. After 6 days in water, the color changes to be yellow, like that color. After 12 days in water, the color be dark or brown, like the one behind you over there. But they are the same quality, the light or the darker ones. After 6 days in water, we put the slice between 2 pieces of carpets. One in horizontal, one in vertical lines, like weaving. See? When we complete all the stuff, we cover it and then we leave it under press. Also for another 6 days. So 6 days in water, 6 days under the press machine. In ancient time, they're using heavy stones or rocks instead of that. 6 days and 6 days. So this is the final result. Very stronger one. Without any chemicals, without any glue. Just under the press, 6 days, stuck together without any addition. Sir, if you put this one, put it on the source of the light. You can see the slices two direction, the horizontal and the vertical lines, yes? It's exactly what we are doing now, and this is the difference between original ones or not original. Unfortunately, we have here in the streets, around the pyramid, around the Egyptian museum, not original ones. That fake one in the street don't made from papyrus, it made from banana leaves, banana, or sugar cane. How you can make the difference, how you can tell? Original ones, you have to find two directions, the horizontal and the vertical. Original ones, we can roll it up from any side. I roll it from here. We can roll it from the other way. Original one, it has the ability to absorb any kind of colors. Watercolor, acrylic, pen, pencil. And do you have a pen? Can you write me down your name? Yes, we need it.
And a gel pen? Do you want to try a gel pen as well?
Okay. Record that. Rachel. Okay. Jen. Look at that. Bye-bye, Rachel.
Oh. Bye-bye, Rachel.
Even it's a waterproof. Touch it from the underneath. If it wet or dry.
Yeah, dry.
When we painting, if we make a mistake, we can wash it to clean it off, and then we can start over. By the way, I can wash it off if the ink still fresh. Once it's dry, you can wash it off. So all the painting around us, it's not washable. That's why I'm proud we have an Egyptian museum from 1,000 years ago, paper like that. No problem for the paper, no problem for the color, full lifetime. Stay strong. All the painting around, oh touch it, it's stick again. All the painting around us, it's made by hand. So with each painting, you have to find the signature to be sure it's a handmade. It's not printed by machine like the one in the street. Now you are a professional to know the difference between both.
So we're on our sleeper train. The hallway's very small. Let's see what the room looks like, shall we?
Oh, it's massive.
It's
massive.
massive.
It's massive.
Ta-da! This is our sleeping arrangement. Bottom bunk, top bunk, table that's broken, sink we're not gonna use, and a window. The train station was beautiful, gorgeous. You can tell they spent all their money on the building and none on the trains.
It's not gonna like transform the room.
Yikes.
It's gonna look so different.
Are you all enjoying your lap of luxury?
Oh my gosh, we just can't believe the size of the room.
Good morning from world-class accommodation sleeper train. I have no idea where we're at. We're on our way to Aswan. We should be there in about 2 hours, but I am as pretty as I'm gonna get today, wearing a dress. For breakfast, they're supposed to serve us breakfast, but I don't know when that's gonna happen. So for now, I am going to try a Maltofino. I'm assuming it's going to be like a Twinkie with hazelnut filling. This thing is much thicker than a Twinkie. It's actually more just like a croissant. But good. Look at all these sexy people in their boat wear. It's like we're models for a boating catalog.
Oh, yes, we are.
So sexy. We are in Aswan, about to get on a boat to go to Philae Island. made it to our second hotel, and it is fancy. This is outside my room. Let's take a room tour, shall we? Your wall of mirrors. As you can see, 2 beds, toilet, full bath shower, which is nice, but this view, it makes up for the sleeper train that we had last night. Sorry, Tammy, you're in my vlog. That's my roommate, Tammy. She's so sweet. Look at the view. Look at that pool. I'm going to use that tomorrow. This lovely tree. But yeah, look at this nice setup we got for the next 2 days in Aswan. I've decided not to go to the Abu Simbel temple because that's a 4 o'clock wake up, and I just don't want to wake up that early. So instead, I'm going to be relaxing around here. Well, most everybody else goes. So now that I have a minute, I can update you on what we've been doing. Today, we took a boat to Philae Island to see the Temple of Isis, which I think I took some footage of. I think I did. It was very beautiful. And then we came back and we went to a jewelry store where they like make cartouches, which is your name in hieroglyphs, into jewelry and other stuff like that. And they had some knickknacks and stuff there. And I bought some statuettes. I bought an Anubis statue. I bought a little cat statue as well. I did not get a cartouche with my name on it because they were too expensive. And then we went to like a aromatherapy place, and they showed us how they make like essential oils and aromatherapy oils and all that, which was really cool. We had a really nice lunch there. We had some hibiscus tea, which was really nice. I did not get any footage of that. I completely zoned out and forgot to take any sort of footage. But I did order a little bottle of like pure mint oil that you put like in steaming hot tea, and then you smell it. Oh my god, they let us do that, and that cleared up my nose like that. So I was like, yes, please, let me get some of that. So then we came back here, we got introduced to this lovely hotel, and then we're freshening up, and then we're going to go have a Nubian dinner with a local family on Elephantine Isle. That's been this day. I wish I would have given you guys updates on day like 1 and 2. I was just so tired. I couldn't even give an update. But yesterday, what did we do yesterday? Tammy, what did we do yesterday?
Yesterday we went to Memphis.
Oh, that's right.
Saqqara.
That's right. Yesterday we went to Saqqara. We saw the step pyramids. We went inside some tombs, and then we went to the Open Air Museum of Memphis, which I think I have footage of that. Pretty sure I have footage of that. And then we hopped on board that lovely sleeper train, which was an experience. I will tell you that. It wasn't the worst thing, but I don't want to do it again. It was an experience for sure. Now if somebody says, have you taken a sleeper train across Egypt, I can say yes, I have. But this place makes up for it. And then day 1, the first full day we were here, we went to the pyramids, the Sphinx. I got very emotional at the Sphinx. I've been wanting to see the Sphinx since I was like 24 years old, and that was the most emotional thing for me. And then we went to, what else did we do on that first day? Pyramids, Sphinx. Oh, we got shown how to make papyrus, which I think I inserted some footage of that. And then we had like a group dinner, which was nice. And then the first night that we were there, we really didn't do much. Most people were flying in, so we just got to the hotel, and then we had a rooftop dinner on the hotel. So we really didn't do much the first night we were there. So it's only been, what is today? Is today day 3, Tammy, or day 4?
4.
Today's day 4. It's only been 4 days. And it feels like I've been here for like a week. But I've loved it. I'm so glad that I did this. It was great having my sister here with that. Everybody's been so nice. I've said I'm usually an introvert, and so I don't usually like talk to people all that much, but I've had no problem talking to like anybody here, like getting to know them and all that, and I want to get to know them, so it's been very lovely, and I've met some new people. So far I am having a great time, and we are just waiting to go downstairs and meet up for our dinner tonight. So hopefully I will get some footage of me lounging around tomorrow and see what I get up to. Tomorrow's going to be my relaxing day. So everybody else is going to Abu Simbel, and then me, my sister, her boyfriend, and Vivian, who is in our group, are going to stay back. So we might find something to do around the hotel. We might just relax around the hotel. Who knows? Stay tuned. I had a very relaxing morning. I took my time, I put on some makeup, I listened to a little bit of my audiobook. Hey, looky there, she's talking about books. I started rereading What the River Knows. I am listening to it on audio. I thought I'd be done listening to it by the time I actually got to Egypt, but I'm not. I listened to a little bit more of it. I think I got about 54% into it, so it's just a refresher for me since I've already read it, but I'm still very much enjoying the story, and just hearing the places that are mentioned in the book and saying that I've actually been to these places now, Aswan, Elephantine Island, Cairo, it's blowing my freaking mind. So I do hope that on our Felucca trip that we actually get to sit and talk about the book and like pass our books around, because I would like everybody to sign my book. So hey, that's your probably one and only reading update. I am about to head down to breakfast. I am meeting my sister and Vivian for breakfast, and then we are going to head out with one of our Nubian guides that we met last night. He is going to take us out on a boat and then to the botanical gardens, so that should be fun. Hopefully I get some footage of that. But let's check out the fit for today, since I didn't show you yesterday's. Today's OOTD is just this pink flowery skirt that is actually my sister's, but she doesn't wear it very often, so I am. And then this shirt that says, you probably can't read it from that angle, but it says, "Point me toward the books." That is what I will be wearing today.
You touch.
Oh.
Oh my, it really does feel like fabric. It doesn't feel like how, right?
Oh
like,
yeah, it looks deceptive.
Something like t-shirt or something like this.
Yeah.
It's come out to this, you know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is how old they.
I said 2,000. He said it's more than 2,000 years old.
No idea.
Yeah.
Guess. What are your guesses?
No idea.
8,000.
No.
No, too much.
Too much. Okay, so it's between 2008 and 8,000.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah.
3?
Everybody.
3,000, I don't know.
Huh?
3,000?
More.
Oh my goodness.
5,000.
Right. Good.
5,000 years old.
Yeah. 5 this.
Smell it?
Yes. Your eyes.
Smells minty.
Maybe cocaine. Maybe cocaine.
No, I don't think you would give me cocaine. No.
No, I don't think.
This is very good food. Very nice medicine.
It smells kind of minty.
Or oatmeal. No?
No.
This is food from the guava.
The
guava.
I can smell it now.
Nice leaf with the medicine from the leaf.
Okay.
Not from
We
the
had
pot.
some last night.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. That is
Smell
potent.
something.
Lemon?
Oh.
Orange.
Oh. Citrusy.
Yeah.
That smells good.
You know, I think we take for granted, like, I don't ever pick leaves from trees in America and smell them.
No, I
don't have
don't.
these
I'm always
trees,
more
so-
focused on the fruit than the leaves.
Look.
I really like the smell of that.
This is very good.
Oh, these leaves, man. I'm gonna go home and start smelling leaves. What is this one? This one's not citrusy.
Laurel.
Laurel.
Yeah.
Laurel, okay. I guess I've never smelled laurel before.
Come touch.
Come touch.
Yeah, you touch. Something
Very
like what?
strong.
Ooh.
Something like ballastic.
Oh, plastic. Really?
Yeah, something like ballastic.
That's crazy.
No ballastic, yeah?
That's good.
Yeah.
We could
Okay.
use that instead of plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're checking out of our hotel here in Aswan. I slipped in, had a little bit of a graceless moment last night, tripped into potholes, hurt my ankle, but I'm feeling much better today. No soreness, no swelling. I'm about to check out and go ride a felucca boat for the day. That should be fun. Oh, we're so close to the boat.
I think we survived.
Did we survive? Did we really
Every night in my dreams.
I'm not finished with this conversation. Memory, I rounded a column, intent on losing him, and ducked into a small room that opened to another, even smaller room. The minute I stepped foot inside, my voice edged in ice. No, I was not spying on you. What the hell is going on here? How long have you been down here? We only just found her. I cried. You've come to the same realization then. My voice came out breathless. Papa found this room before he died. He must have.
Of course, I'm the one. I'm not.
Sailing on a sunset, or yacht girlies, or felucca girlies.
Oh, no.
Is it fish or chicken?
Chicken.
It looks like fish.
Like a chicken panini.
I think it's boiled. That's why.
Gavin, the drink boy,
I want more fries. More fries.
is our dinner cooking.
I don't know. More Coke? Yeah. Just regular Coke? How many? Three.
I know the other one. I don't think anyone.
Muslim, he has to follow 5 symbolic pillars. The first one, we say no gods, only one God, and Muhammad is his prophet. He's a prophet of Moses, he's a prophet of Isaac, he's a prophet of Jesus, he's a prophet of Noah. So you are agreed.
is our hotel for the night. Today, we woke up to a beautiful sunrise on our felucca boat. That's what we did all day yesterday. We got on the boat around like noon, I guess, and we just stayed on it all day. We slept on it at night. We had a bonfire on the shore of the Nile, and it was just so great. It was probably the best day of the entire trip, and it was the day that I was looking forward to the least, because I didn't think 22 people, well, 22, 23, 24, like 25 people on a small open air boat was gonna be a great time. But it was very relaxing and chill. People were reading books and just chit-chatting. We had great food. The scenery was beautiful, and it was a great experience. So I'm really glad that was a highlight of this trip. But we woke up this morning, we had breakfast on the felucca, and then we got into a bus for a 4-hour trip to Luxor, where we are now. We went to Karnak Temple and looked around for a little bit. It was really hot though, and most of us were sweaty. So we didn't spend a whole lot of time there, but we did like look at it. It had very pretty like hieroglyphics that like they're so vivid, and they're from pharaonic times, and it's just seeing all these hieroglyphics and things, it blows my mind that they're still around today. And it was so cool to see them so vibrant and so intact from their original state, which was really cool. So then we came back, we checked into our hotel for the day, and we are just freshening up, taking little naps before we meet up for dinner. We're going to go out to dinner, and then I think we're going to go to a bookstore afterwards. So hopefully I will get some footage of that. But I'm a little tired, but not as tired as I have been on this trip. There have been some days where I've been dead. So let me turn you around and give you a quick room tour of our stay here in Luxor for the night. Quick tour because it's a small room. There's the door, the bathroom is just right in there. It's nothing spectacular. My roommate's in there, so I'm not going to show you. But there's a closet. We got this little bitty room between the desk and the bed, but there's that. We got our beds smushed together, so me and my roommate have been getting close with one another. Not that close or anything, but yeah. We do have a balcony, which I haven't been out on. I love the plants hanging here. And we just overlook the lobby, so not a spectacular view, but it could be worse. Luxor dinner. Big booty bookstore.
I want to make it to the bookstore.
This side, please. Let's go.
Good morning. It is 3:33 a.m. I am awake, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. We are out to ride in a hot air balloon. So hopefully that's pretty. Hopefully the sunrise is beautiful. I've always wanted to ride in a hot air balloon. So this is just another thing checked off the old bucket list. So let's hope the weather cooperates and we see a beautiful sunrise. But let me show you the fit for today. Today I am wearing this sunflower maxi dress. He told us to wear shorts or jeans, and I'm down to 2 options, a dress or a skirt. So this is it. A scarf to keep warm. So let's go check out the sunrise.
joy of the first steps of a child. It's the joy of your great-grandmother's smile. We came a long way, but we ain't slowing down. We got a strong pace, no, we ain't losing ground. We won't give up and we won't turn around. No, look at the big wide world we're living in. Yeah, I'll keep running until I discover it. All along the way to break bread on another day. Always there to give you advice, help you find the wrong from the right. Even when you're not in their sight, you'll be alright. Just look at the big wide world we're living in.
This is your landing. You feel it? حمل. Look. Landing ever good.
Wow, that was nice.
شوف عايز هوي يلا happy landing everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. Nice.
That's fine. Showing up all along.
Write this story on this wall.
It started here and it's ending here. I made it back home. I do have a little bit of a cold, but I wanted to end out this video. So as I mentioned many a times throughout this video, this trip truly was a trip of a lifetime for me. I have been interested in ancient Egyptian mythology and ancient Egyptian history since I was 12 years old and saw the mummy for the first time. At one point in my life, I thought I wanted to be an archaeologist, and I just never had it in my mind that Egypt was a place that I would actually ever go in my life. Like, there's those dream vacations where you think, oh, one day I'll hope I'll get here. But I never had that for Egypt because to me it was just sort of outside my realm of possibilities. So when Gavin put up his announcement that he was hosting this Trovatrip, I jumped on it. I somehow convinced my sister to come with me, which I'm so glad I did. I love traveling with my sister. I love that we get to experience these things together. And it was such an amazing time. I cannot tell you how much I enjoyed it enough, other than to just say it was an experience of a lifetime. So I thought I would share with you some of the things that I purchased while in Egypt, and then answer some questions that I asked if anybody had any questions about Trovatrip or Egypt over on my Instagram. And I got a few questions over there, so I will answer those. But first, let's talk about things that I got in Egypt. One of the first places that we visited where I spent money was the papyrus store, which I was not expecting to spend money on.
But you know, you walk in and they show you how to make papyrus and everything's made from real Egyptian papyrus, and you see all these paintings and it's like, take my credit card before I change my mind, which is what I did. I'm not going to tell you how much I spent on this picture because you don't even know that. But I bought a sexy Anubis painting on papyrus that it glows in the dark and it turns into an ankh. Yeah. Like, I love sexy Anubis. How could I pass that up? And then because I spent over a certain amount, I got a free gift. So they threw in this Isis and Sekhmet painting as well. So that's what I picked up there. We then went to a jewelry store that had sort of like a knick-knack section with like statuettes and things. I did not buy any jewelry because one, I don't wear a lot of jewelry in general, and two, it was too expensive. I didn't want to spend $100 to $500 on a cartouche of my name for something that I wasn't going to wear all that much. So instead, I went to the cheaper section of the store where they had statuettes and things. And you're going to see a theme here. But I got a sexy Anubis statuette, which I think I got gypped of because he's supposed to be holding a staff, and the staff did not come with it. So I think I got gypped out of that. But who cares, right? He's sexy Anubis. And I also picked up a little black cat emoji while emoji? What the fuck? Statuette while I was there. So I got those two things. Then we went to this aromatherapy essential oil store where they talked to us about how they get the oils from plants, how they make the oils and things like that, how to use them. They gave us plenty of examples to smell. They put stuff in tea, let us sniff it. We had a great lunch there. So the only oil I got there was this pure mint oil that they actually let us try out, which I got this because this had an immediate effect on me. You pour about 4 drops of this into steaming hot water in like a shot glass size, and you sniff it and it'll clear up your nose. Super easy. It's like pure Vicks Vapor Rub without anything added to it. It works, let me tell you. It opens the nasal passages. I actually need to go do it because I'm sounding really nasally with this cold, but I got that. And then I included footage of the glass blowing that they also do in the same location because they make like diffusers and stuff for the essential oils. And I picked up this glass ornament that looks like a lotus flower. On one of our last days, we went to an alabaster store where they showed us how they make alabaster figurines and things like that from actual Egyptian alabaster. And there I picked up this Bastet statue. I like Anubis and Bastet, so that is why I got the statuettes that I did. And she is made from pure Egyptian alabaster. We went to a clothing store where they have 100% Egyptian cotton clothing, bedding, different things that are made out of cotton. So I got this shirt that says Ma'at on it, the goddess Ma'at. I also got another shirt that's just white and it has the Eye of Horus on it with Egypt. It's in the laundry basket, so I'm not going to show you that. And I also got a skirt that is made of Egyptian cotton as well. And I did buy some books. I was very mindful and I only got 3 books. I will share that in an upcoming bookstore adventure vlog where I share with you the layout and my thoughts on the bookstores that we visited. I saved up $300 cash, USD. I thought that would be enough for any meals that were included and any fun activities that were included or souvenirs. Yeah, it wasn't. I should have saved up a lot more than that, but oh well. Okay, let's get on to the questions that I was asked and answer some of these. First question I got, is there anything that I wish I would have done, bought, or packed? So as far as anything I wish I would have done, not really. All of the activities were planned out for us. We did a couple activities that weren't planned out just on our free time. I feel like I experienced so much more through this group trip than I would have if I had gone to Egypt just on my own or with a couple of friends and I had planned it. I probably would have just stuck to Cairo and seen the tourist attractions in Cairo. I would not have explored the other cities in Egypt and done half of the things that I did. So I don't think I missed out on anything. Is there anything I wish I would have bought while in Egypt? Not really. I think I bought more than enough from Egypt. I bought more than I needed to. There's nothing that I wish I would have bought. Anything I wish I would have packed? Not really. I think I was pretty good on that. One thing I'm glad I did pack though was a washcloth. It's the same thing when I went to Scotland. They do not provide washcloths in the hotel. And I knew that before I went to Scotland because I had watched videos and people had mentioned that. So before I went to Egypt, I was like, oh, I better take some washcloths just in case it's the same situation. And I'm glad I did because they did not provide washcloths there either. So if you're somebody who's used to like taking a shower or a bath with a washcloth and you go to Egypt, I would recommend packing your own washcloths. Another thing I'm glad that I packed was I bought these disposable mini toothbrushes that had like toothpaste already on them, and you didn't need water or anything like that to brush your teeth, and you could swallow the toothpaste and all that. I'm really glad that I packed those because we were advised not to ingest any of the tap water in Egypt. So I didn't have to worry about putting tap water in my mouth and rinsing it out. Also, while we were on the felucca boat and the sleeper train, like the bathroom situations weren't great. The felucca boat actually had a better bathroom than the trains did. The train bathrooms were disgusting. And the felucca boat, there was only one bathroom and 25 people. So having that disposable toothbrush came in clutch. I actually handed some out to my other travelers as well. So if you're traveling for a long time, I recommend that as well. The next question is, can you have your own room? Because I shared on my Instagram stories that I had a roommate. I mentioned in this video I had a roommate, and yes, you can have your own room. It is an additional cost. I think it's probably like a couple $100 more to get your own room, but several people did have their own room. And if you had your own hotel room, you then had your own room on the train as well. So they do give you a questionnaire and they try to match you up with somebody who fits your sort of like personality traits as well. And I think they did a really good job with my roommate Tammy and I. We had no problems. We got along great. I don't think anybody really had a problem with their roommate. That could be debatable, but as far as I know, nobody complained about having a problem with their roommates. If you're traveling with somebody, you can actually put that in the notes that you want this person as a specific roommate. The next question was, did I feel safe in Egypt? And as traveling part of a big group, I'm going to say yes, I did. We had a local guide with us all of the time. He spoke Arabic. He talked to other people. He handled our ticket situations and anything like that. While we were in Cairo, we also had a local policeman who was part of our group who was very protective of us. When we went to different touristy sections or something like that, he was always waiting for us at the back of the line, always making sure that we caught up with our group, things like that. So that made me feel very safe as well. Walking around in a group, we did some things, like we walked down the street to get some snacks and things as a group. We went to the bookstore as a group, and that was never a problem either. I can't speak for if I would go as an individual or just with a couple of friends or anything like that. I can't speak to the safetyness of that. My experience traveling with this big group, I felt perfectly safe. There were times where people are very, very pushy in Egypt. When you are at the tourist attractions, when you were coming out of the airport, they will be trying to sell you cheap stuff and be in your face being like, a scarf for $5, scarf for $5. There will be times when children will come up to you, like 7-year-old to 12-year-old kids, trying to sell you bookmarks for $1, 2 bookmarks for $5. They are very pushy like that. We were at one attraction and this kid who was part of a group, they like asked me, what's your name? And I just smiled at them and they would not leave me alone. They followed me all throughout that attraction. So that got very annoying. But I never felt like anybody was like going to do me harm while I was there. They were just very pushy and in your face because that is how they get their money, through tips and selling stuff. But other than that, I never felt like I was in danger. I never felt like anybody was going to try and pickpocket me or anything like that. I never felt like anybody was going to try and take advantage of me or anything like that because I was in a big group. I had a local guide and things like that. So if you're going to Egypt, I would suggest go in a big group like that. The next question was there anything you weren't expecting that surprised you? The people in my face trying to sell me stuff. I knew about that because I had seen YouTube videos and vlogs of people talking about that, but I wasn't expecting just how in your face, no respect for your personal space that they have. I wasn't expecting the children to be a part of that. Like, I don't know if it's a testament to that their country is safe for children to be out past 8 o'clock at night on the streets just trying to sell you bookmarks for $5 US. I don't know if that's a testament to their country being safe or a testament to their country being poor that the children have to do this. But I was not expecting that to be as pushy as it was, let's say. But on a brighter side, I also wasn't expecting to like feel as engaged with my other fellow travelers as I was. As I mentioned in the video, I'm an introvert, so I don't really talk to people all that much. I pretty much stay to myself. But I had no problem talking to my fellow travelers, getting to know them, sharing stories, hearing their stories, because I think we all had this common experience of most of us being in Egypt for the first time, most of us thinking this was an experience of a lifetime. And it was just so great to have that experience and have that connection that I wasn't expecting. The next question was, did I know anyone before going? And the only two people I knew were my sister and her boyfriend. And that's because we live in the same area. I knew of people. I knew of Gavin. I knew of Becca. I knew of Rhiannon because they are booktubers, but I didn't know them. The next question, is everything planned for you the whole trip? And yes, for the most part, it is. Before you even give money to Trovatrip, you can see the itinerary day by day of what to expect, where you are expected to stay as far as accommodations, the meals that are included, and things like that. So you get to see all that before you even put down a deposit for a Trovatrip. Everything for the most part was planned out. All of our accommodations were planned and included in the price of the Trovatrip. Most of our meals were included. There were a couple times where like lunches and snacks, there was I think a couple times where a dinner wasn't included because we were on the go, and so if we wanted something to eat, we needed to make sure we picked something up ourselves. There were a couple times where we had really early starts to the day, like 3:30, 4:30, and our local guide, Hani, who was amazing, he made sure to communicate to the hotels that we needed breakfast boxes on the bus so that we wouldn't miss out on a breakfast, which was so great. All of our transportation was included, and if it got you somewhere, we used it in Egypt. We were on a plane from Luxor to Cairo. That ticket was included in the price. We used boats a couple times. We rode a train. We rode a camel. We rode in a hot air balloon. We rode buses. We walked. If it transported us, we did it, which was so much fun to do. The only transportation things that weren't included were like if we wanted to do something on our own outside of the group activities, like Ubering to the bookstore, we had to pay for that. When we went to the botanical garden, because that was something we did on our free time, we had to pay for the boat ride to get there. So everything else was included in that. The biggest thing that was not included in the Trovatrip was the flight to Egypt and back, because there are people coming from all over the world. Trovatrip cannot do that for you, and it's not included in the price. But everything else was pretty much included. Every activity we went to, the tickets were already purchased for us. All of the different like workshop things that we attended, that was included for us. If we wanted our own souvenirs, that was not included. But for the most part, everything was, which I feel was really, really great, because I didn't have to worry about where am I staying, where am I eating, how am I going to get from here to there. I didn't have to worry about any of that. It was taken care of for me. And I felt safe in everything I did because somebody local was handling that. So If you're somebody who's an anxious traveler, or you just don't like planning out things to do, or you want to get the most for your money, I highly recommend Trova because everything is done for you. And as I mentioned, if I were just to do it on my own, I never would have ridden a felucca boat. I wouldn't have gone to Aswan or Luxor. So by doing that, it gives you the chance to explore much more than you normally would. The next question is, are the pyramids bigger than you were expecting? And no, not really. I expected them to be pretty freaking big, to be quite honest. I wasn't surprised by the grandeur of them. I was just surprised that I was actually seeing and touching them. I will insert a picture here. I think I put it in the video, but as you can see, the stones to make the pyramids are pretty much as tall as I am. And I was expecting that because I've watched so many documentaries in my life about the pyramids that the size of them did not surprise me. They're massive. And the last question, what was my favorite part of the trip? I definitely think the felucca boat was a highlight of my trip. Seeing the Sphinx was very emotional for me, and that's something I will never forget. But I think just relaxing on the felucca boat, it was such a great experience that I never even thought I needed to have, quite honestly. It's like, it's a bucket list thing that was never on my bucket list. Like, I didn't even know what a felucca boat was, okay? I had looked up pictures of it, and that just didn't do it justice in my mind of what I was going to experience. Riding in the hot air balloon was such a wonderful experience, totally worth the 3 a.m. wake-up call. That was an excursion that was not included in our original itinerary. We had to pay extra for that if we wanted to do it, and everybody wanted to do that, so that was really great. A part of my trip that was really great that I was not expecting was our local guide, Hani. He was a fabulous guide. He was so knowledgeable. He made sure that we got the best experiences possible. He made sure that we weren't taken advantage of. He told us what to do, what not to do. He talked to us about the local culture. He introduced us to local families that I was not expecting. He went out of his way to help us in any way we could. At one point, I asked my sister if she had told him that I have bad vision, because he started like escorting me down the stairs because he saw my sister do it, because there were some times where I couldn't see like the edge of the stairs, because everything in Egypt is the same fucking color. It's sand color, and that fucked with my vision so much because there was no differentiation for me. So I had a hard time with that, and he just took it upon himself to escort me downstairs and curbs sometimes that he did not have to do. That was not something that I made known in my Trovatrip application, was that I had a visual impairment of that nature. It's not something that I put out there. So for him to pick up on that and then take the initiative to do that was so amazing. One of my fellow travelers lost her passport, and he went out of his way to like make sure she got the right paperwork done, connected her with the right people to help her out. He was always in communication with us, and it was truly a really great experience to have him. I also just really appreciated my fellow travelers keying into the fact that I told them, oh, I have shitty vision, and so a few of them started telling me, curb, step, do you need help going? And that's something that I don't often expect from people either, is I don't make it known because I guess in my mind it's just something that I have to deal with. My sister knows that I have to deal with it, but I don't clue other people in on that very much. So for them to either figure that out on their own or just listen to me talk about it and then take the initiative to like sort of be on the lookout for me was so incredibly nice. I really appreciate everyone who helped me not fall on my face on this trip. That doesn't mean I didn't, because I stepped in some potholes and almost twisted my ankle. But that's just because I don't watch where I'm going. But yeah, those were some highlights of my trip, and I just can't say enough how much I enjoyed this trip. Thank you, Gavin, if you watch this video. Thank you so much for hosting this trip, because it was truly life-changing. So that is going to be the end of this Egypt vlog. Let me know down in the comments, have you ever thought about taking a Trovatrip? Is Trovatrip a new thing that you're hearing about? Have you ever wanted to go to Egypt? Have you ever been to Egypt? Let me know. If you don't want to comment any of that but would like to let me know that you made it to the end of this video, could you leave me a camel emoji, please? And with that, until my next video, go out there and take those vacations that you always wanted to take, because you won't regret them. Bye.